Hey everybody, Justin Worden, you're watching What's New in Electronics. We are here, day 2 on the floor, SMTA Guadalajara. I'm with Todd Roundtree, CEO of Austin American Technology. Todd, it's great to get together again.
I know, man. It's great to see you.
Yeah, man, always. We live so close, but we travel all over the world to see each other.
I know, that's the truth.
If only our wives would let us go golfing more.
Oh, please.
Well, you're too busy to be going golfing because you finished up the merger between AquaClean Systems and Austin American Technology. And since then, have you had time to breathe?
Actually, no. We have been extremely busy. The original plan of the two of us coming together, we knew it was going to be a great synergy of experience. We knew by blending the two companies together, we were going to have the most experience in the industry, of course, the most advanced machines, as well as the newest technology and all that. But we really didn't understand that 1 + 1 was going to equal more than 2. But we're finding that out very quickly.
Well, if you go to the public school systems of today, you would probably know that 1 + 1 equals something rather.
Whatever they want,
yeah.
right?
I don't know how they teach math to kids these days, but that's absolutely right. I mean, we see it all over. Austin American Technology, you've always, as you told me earlier, like an industry first. You had Steve Stash, the founder of Austin American. He always liked to do things a little bit different.
Absolutely.
But that creative mindset allowed you to create a lot of new products.
Yeah, absolutely. So, of course, it started, when Steve introduced the X30 stencil cleaner, first fully automatic stencil cleaner on the market, patented that back in 1988. And since then, we've just kind of continued that same progression on. 7 different patents under our name for all new technology, new equipment, things like that. Smallest inline cleaner on the market, or available anywhere in the world, that does full chemistry, rinse, wash, all that good stuff. And then the other industry first, we're the first ones to integrate a roast test in a batch cleaner, as well as a solvent cleaner and one just using DI water. We also are the first now with our AquaClean marriage to do a modular inline cleaning system. Nobody else had done that, allowing you to actually separate your processes, much better control, much better isolation, chemistry savings, all sorts of different things that's actually allowed us to do. And then, of course, the newest is kind of why we're here in Mexico, by winning the Mexico EMS Award for the new edge rail system in an inline cleaner. So we're actually, for those OEMs that are fully automated, an actual edge rail that will take the board from your reflow oven straight into the cleaner and out the other side.
Well, let's talk about the inline side of business. Obviously, with AquaClean, you got Mike Schwager that came in to be a part of Austin American Technology, and you bring all that technology, the modular unit and the edge rail. They're really groundbreaking for the reason that so many of your customers right now, with the industry not knowing if we're going to make more money or we're going to lose money, everything is focusing on process control, standardization. And can you elaborate a little bit more on the modular unit and why having that separation of chemistry and water can be very important?
Yeah, so really 2 reasons. For one, you've got a natural break between your chemistry cleaning and your water rinsing. So first benefit is that you have, in essence, 2 separate processes. You can do a full chemistry clean for no clean fluxes, RMAs, things like that. But if you have water-soluble product as well, rather than having to run through a section that's not running or something like that, the operator can simply go to the water unit and actually place the board on and kind of move out that way. So that's one benefit. The other is actually your venting. So one of the biggest issues of losing chemistry and things like that is losing chemistry up the stack. So by breaking the machine apart, if you're putting more air into your rinse area, which you generally would because that's where your dryer is, a lot of that air is pushing back into your chemistry section. So therefore it's pushing in and being extracted out the chemistry stack. So by separating, you can actually control how much venting you have on your exhaust on the chemistry side, and yet without it affecting what you're doing on your rinse side. So those type of process controls are very important. You can also, with limited of adjustability, but you can run the belts at 2 different speeds as well. The transfer is actually pretty seamless, so therefore you can run one if you need more contact time on chemistry and not maybe as much on your rinse side. You can actually run your belt a little bit slower on chemistry, a little bit faster on rinse. So once again, there's a whole lot of benefits to that broken system.
In chemistry is, let's face it, it's expensive.
Yes.
And in many cases, it might be the most expensive consumable that a lot of these customers are using that are running an inline cleaner. But with the cost of chemistry, there's so much automation going to play with the big chemistry companies creating these Goliath of automation systems that plug into the inline cleaner. Are all of your inline cleaners compatible with those systems?
Absolutely. We work well with both of the larger chemistry companies that have those systems, those chemical monitoring systems, and we integrate those into the machines all the time. So definitely an option, and we're obviously work with both of them to help manage that process. And actually, the nice thing about those systems is that both are actually going to monitor how much chemistry you use. So in a real-time process, you've got data to actually kind of adjust in to make sure that you're getting the most out of your chemistry.
All right, so let's switch back to the edge rail where you won the award. I was at the breakfast with you. Congratulations on the Mexico EMS award for that. The edge rail was something that Mike kind of brought to the table. Again, another industry first for the Austin American AKS, feather in the cap, I guess you could say. But where is the true benefit for someone that has that one board, but they're making a lot of it?
Well, the true benefit is that it's a hands-off operation. So as soon as the board comes out, of course, the board is going to use an edge rail throughout its entire process as it goes through pick and place, all of your AOIs, and then, of course, through your reflow oven. But once it comes out the other side, it's always been a manual process for someone to pick it up from there, take it over to a cleaner. So with the new edge rail system, it's a seamless transition between reflow oven and the cleaner. So if you have a board that's one size that's coming through, that reflow oven will communicate to our cleaner and let it know how wide to open those rails. And then it'll travel through our machine. And once again, as the process changes, we can change that width automatically just by communicating with the reflow.
All right, so I guess I misunderstood something. So the edge rail is adjustable based on the board that's coming through the process. So it isn't just only for a manufacturer making one size board.
No, it's absolutely a complete automation solution. So therefore, it's generally better for an OEM because you're manufacturing a lot of the same size board. But when you do switch to another size board, it will make the adjustment on its own. For a CM or something like that that's doing a lot of changing, it usually doesn't make sense because you would have to wait for one board to get all the way through the cleaner before you make the adjustment to the next clean.
Wow, that's an interesting process. So Austin American Technology, AKS, the merger's done. You guys are pumping out the batch cleaner. Obviously everyone loves and knows the X30 stencil cleaner, and then obviously the inlines from AKS. So if you put all that together, you guys are kind of sitting at the top of the totem pole in the cleaning industry.
We definitely are. So first off, in North America, we are the only full line provider. So like you mentioned, we have batch cleaning, we have stencil cleaning, we have solvent cleaning, and we have inline cleaning, all manufactured in-house here in the United States. And nobody else, no other manufacturer here does all of that together. So we're kind of a one-stop solution as far as that's concerned. With our merger, we now have 64 years of experience under our belt. So we're very proud about that. And then, we definitely are kind of a market leader with our combination of the two companies. We are sitting at basically an annual volume greater than really any other competitor right now.
Well, Todd, you guys got all the feathers in the cap, you got all the accolades, and it's just going to keep growing. How can people get a hold of AKS and AAT?
Right now, we actually have combined our websites, so you can go to either website and end up at one website. But anyhow, www.aat-corp for corporation.com or www at aquaclean with a K.com. We'll get you there.
All right, Todd, thank you so much.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.